You should try your level best to not to say anything to a narcissist because they weaponize all the information against you. But there are some specific things you must not tell them at any cost, for if you will, they will destroy you. What are these things? Let's find out in today's episode. I am Danish, a psychologist and a narcissistic abuse recovery professional. The topic for today's episode is 4 things that you must never tell a narcissist. If that sounds interesting, please make sure to subscribe before we get started because your subscription to this channel may help in spreading awareness about narcissistic abuse. Number 1, I am leaving you. I am breaking up with you. I am divorcing you. I am done and I will have my lawyer serve you papers. Why you must not tell them this? Because they will do everything in their capacity to keep you stuck, which does not only mean they will love bomb you, it also means that they will tie you financially. They will destroy your financial assets. They will steal away all the money that you have in joint accounts with them. They will destroy your cars. They will try their level best to trigger you and get a reaction so that they can make your children think you are the enemy. Basically, they will put obstacles in your way so that you do not find a way out. You should not tell them what your plans are because if they know what steps you are going to take, they will for sure try to exploit you emotionally. Not only to retain you, not only to keep you stuck in the relationship, but also to manipulate you, to trigger you, to have an upper hand over you, to manipulate your lawyers through their lawyers. They'll do everything to harm you. So you must not tell them that you are about to end it all. If you want to end it, stay low key. Don't tell them what you're up to. Stay unpredictable because unpredictability is a narcissist's biggest kryptonite. Don't act like you're up to something. Just be normal to them, the way you act mostly, and then strike when they expect it the least. That is how you win against them. Number 2, do not tell them you see through them, you see their narcissism, because that is not going to change anything at all. They're delusional beings. It's not going to melt them instantly. It's not going to trigger a change of heart. It's not going to make them feel shame. It's not going to create a sense of reflection all of a sudden. None of that is going to happen. What is for sure going to happen is that they will use your awareness against you. They will gaslight you, twist things in a way that at the end of that conversation, you will end up feeling like a narcissist and you will question your sanity. That is guaranteed. So you should not tell them what you see because seeing it is the superpower. Understand it. You should not tell them what you see, meaning you see their weaknesses, you see they are deeply insecure, shame-driven, shame-ridden beings who have nothing to offer and are boring. That charisma, everything is a facade. You do not tell them that. You keep seeing it because by seeing it, you can be a dispassionately objective, curious observer who could connect the dots for him or herself and stay a step ahead, know how to play the game. So you do not tell them what you see. You do not tell them how fragmented they are, how rotten they are. You just acknowledge that rottenness to yourself. Do not give them any benefit of doubt and be a little mysterious. Number 3, do not tell them what hurts you. For if you do, you will shoot yourself in the foot. Why? Because they love to get more ammo, more information from you. And what can be a bigger source than all the emotions that you may pour out in front of them, hoping they will change, hoping they will feel some empathy towards you. It's a fond response. It is an expression of total helplessness. It's what a lot of survivors do because they do not know what else to do. So they break down, they totally collapse in front of the narcissist, hoping that his final breakdown is going to wake up a human element in them, which will then bring them back to life, which will bring the person they met in the beginning back, and they will get to have a nice time with them, which will restore the homeostasis. But that, my dear survivor, never ends up happening. Go talk to a wall, go talk to your dog, go talk to a stranger, but not to a narcissist. You cannot tell them exactly what pains you. Why? Because they're a predator. When the right time comes for them, they will push that point. They will hurt you. They will definitely use that as a weapon against you. Stay silent, keep it to yourself. I know you want to just try and create heart to heart connection with them, get that closure, but that is not possible here. You cannot drink from a dry well. That's not possible. You need to accept that, and you need to understand that the person you met never existed. They died a long time ago because it was just a mask. Number 4 and the last one, don't tell them that it is their childhood trauma that's the cause behind their narcissism. Don't tell them that their parents are bad or their family is bad, because it's not going to wake them up. It's not going to create a change, make them realize that they come from a rotten, dysfunctional, destructive family. You need to understand you're dealing with a narcissistic family cult, and narcissistic abuse almost always is a team sport. You pointing out the reality to them is not going to wake up this delusional individual. They are going to stay asleep. They are going to live in that bubble created out of their lies because it serves their false ego. At the end of the day, they are going to go back to that family, enable them, and gossip about you. They are going to raise enemies against you. They are going to bring more people to their side. So don't tell them where it comes from. That might make you think, oh, if I tell him or her what's wrong, they might try to find a solution. No, you do that because you're not a narcissist. You are solution focused and solution oriented. They are not. They're an eternal victim of other people's doings. Should I say they are their own biggest enemy, but they think you are causing them harm. It won't make any difference. Don't tell them stop playing a victim, because that then validates them, their victimhood. They eternally believe they are the victim of what you have done to them. So when you say stop playing the victim, they delusionally and quite crazily believe that yes, they are, now that you know it, and they'll twist it around. So these are the 4 things that you must never say to a narcissist. What else do you think one should not say? Drop your answers in the comments below, and I will talk to you in the next one. Until then, as always, let the healing begin and continue.